Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing a game called Civilization 6, as you can see on screen here. We're going to be playing it in a single player game, and we're actually going to be pretty much just taking over the world with a very strong navy. And who better to do that with than Mr. Harold here. Right, Mr. Harold. It's okay. It's a good ride, you know? So, I'm gonna get all my settings configured here, and then I will see you once they're all configured. Alright? Sounds good? Sounds good. Alright guys, so I got all my settings configured, so I am ready to start the game. Let's get into it.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization.
Alright, as you can see here, guys, we are starting right here in a pretty good location, I'd say. We are right next to some valuable things here, some horses down here, and thankfully right next to the sea, which is where we can truly grow our navy. So, you can see here, it has some nice stuff, kinda. This place also not the best. I'd say that I think we should settle our city right there. Alright guys, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So yep, I think this is gonna be the best place for this, and boom. Alright everyone, so we now have our capital all set up, and if you noticed that little thing there with like a little icon, then you can see that this is the same icon right up here, right here. Yep, see, sailing. And it's got like a little half of the circle filled. Not everyone seems to have that. Weird. But right here it says boosted. Found a city on the coast. City on the coast. Would you look at that? Seems great, doesn't it? Just because it is. So currently we have one of our people here working this tile, giving us some of the best stuff. So what we're gonna want to be doing here, we're just gonna want to like expand your stuff. Alright, so we're gonna get a builder, that way we can improve this here and then this, and you know, maybe some other tiles too. But to get this and this, you're gonna need this and this. We can only get this right now, so you know, we're going to get that. So, for right now, what we're going to want to do, we're just going to want to move this guy around. When I say move the guy around, I just mean automate his exploration. And while he's doing that, I can look around, find some nice spots to put some other settlements. So we're gonna help these guys out here with their little battle. So we can just press next. These guys are gonna come in as like little reinforcements, fight these guys here. And then we can deal the finishing blow. And boom. Capture their stuff, and boom. And if you notice, that time it was purple. That's because, along with the science tree or tech tree, we also have a civics tree, laws, and that stuff. So, well, give me a second here. I'm just going to turn the volume down. There we go. Sorry about that. But we also have a civics tree, like laws and stuff. So right now we're actually getting code of laws. That way we can get our first little laws, which are just going to be like buffs for us. Little buffs for our civilization. So, see, we got it right there. So now, what we're going to want to do, since it's going to be a mainly Navy focused thing here, we're going to want to go to foreign trade. And you might be thinking, well, why foreign trade? That doesn't sound like it has anything to do with anything water or Navy related at all. Actually, this little one right here, it says maritime industries. It's a military one, and it's a policy. It gives 100% production towards ancient and classical era naval units. So boats. So right now, that is going to be perfect for us. We're currently in the ancient era. The next one's going to be the classical era. So this is a ancient one right here. This one, Viking longship. This is a classical one, I think. And then this is medieval, blah 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 blah. But for right now, since it's gonna take quite a while to get over there, I think we're doing pretty good, you know? Got this here. Now, Viking longships. That is actually specific to us, Norway. See, we are the Norwegian Empire. And we have two special units here that are only for us to use. The Viking longship and the Berserker. The Viking longship just replaces some, like, boat, you know? Berserker here, it's just an extra dude. Doesn't replace anything. It's just an extra dude who's pretty good. So, since we aren't going to be having any wars with, like, any people right now, we're going to put this in here. That way, you know, when we're fighting barbarians, which is who we're mainly going to be fighting, we do a lot more damage. And we're going to have extra production in all of our cities. So that just makes, like, training people a lot, and I do mean a lot here, faster. So we're just going to re-automate this exploration of our dude. And then just wait till we got that there. And then we can move this guy down here. And now what we're going to want to do, since, you know, it's going to, as you can see here, it's going to take 56 turns to get this whole thing right here. So, the way that we make that number tone down here is in the top left corner here. I know you can't see it. I can move my thing real quick, though. So, 1 second. There we go. Yeah, top right corner there, right here. It says science per turn. Alright? And that pretty much just means that, that's how much science we are making per turn. Since it's at 3.5 right now, here I'll move my thing back now. Since it's at like 3.5, like I said, then, so every single turn, we put out 3.5 science. In total, sailing, to research the whole thing, we need 50 science. So, it takes roughly 7 turns So like 7 times 3.5 to get to 50. It's not the best math, and I'll tell you why. It's actually because the whole thing, the total amount, that isn't cut in half like it is on here. See, it's cut in half because this, blah blah blah. The whole thing is 50. So half of it is going to be 25. 7 times 3.5 is roughly 25. It's just math. So, if we go here, this is also 50. Look at that. It's 14 turns. It's because it's not cut in half. 3.5 times 14 is roughly 50. So, now, just gonna go away from that right now, because the way that we increase our science is with a campus. There's a lot of little stuff right there, you see? A lot of little science icons. Also, we have a library. What we're going to want to do is we're going to get pottery here. That way we can get writing. And now, since I have been looking around, seeing where a good place to settle might be, I'm going to actually get a settler. Because the more land you have, the better it's going to be for everyone and everything. Alright? So, we're gonna make a camp right here. Yeah, nice little camp. That way we get money. Money, it's obvious. You buy stuff with money, right? What you can do is you can buy tiles with money to expand your borders. Or you can buy units with money. See, I can buy a scout right now with 120 money. I currently have 122 money. So, what I'm thinking here is that, what we're going to want to do, right? Money can also be given as like gifts and, used to buy other things other than just tiles and people, right? So, what we're going to want to do here, is that we're just going to want to get the most money possible. Right now we're getting 7.3 coins per round, or turn, whatever. So, that pretty much means that every single turn we get plus 7 coins. Alright, and that's with every with all the expenses to afford all the people and the land and blah 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 blah. So our income is 7.3 coins. And pretty much we're just going to really just like want to get that number higher and higher and higher. So as you can see right here, I just made a farm right here, right? A nice little farm. That way we can get more food. That way we can get more people. More people, that means that we can have more specialty districts. And I'll talk about those a bit more later, but pretty much just right now, they're for special stuff, So, right now, I'm just having this dude explore. And then here, see here. As you can see here, I can make a farm, Can always make a farm. But then again, I could always just take it all at once. So I'm gonna fight this scout right here. Do that. And now cut back to the builder here. I wasn't able to do this last round because I need the thing that I just researched, pottery, to do this. But it's pretty much, I can just take that resource, sorry. I just take it, and then I can't make like a farm there anymore, you know? Because there's nothing to farm. So, now. We're gonna wanna go for writing here, right? Now, every single thing from like the second row and on, you can boost. That way, the amount of turns is cut in half. 1 second here. Anyway, so you can boost everything in this game from the second row and on. As you can see, you can't boost any of these things over here because they're just such basic things that you can't really boost them at all. But everything here, it's got this little half thing here, right? And that shows that you can boost it by doing something, right? So, if we want to boost writing, we're just going to have to explore a whole ton. We need to find, and would you look at that? Look at our luck. This is exactly what we need to boost our writing. Alright, I think we have met Brazil. We met Brazil. So, we have just met Brazil, and look at that. Writing has just increased. We have boosted our writing. I cut the time in half. And that's because we met another civilization. Here. We've made another civilization. Writing is boosted. Now the writing's boosted, it's only going to take 5 more turns. That's easy. It's all good. So, after that, what we're going to want to do is we're actually going to want to go into some sailing technologies. And then after that, shipbuilding. So, would you look at that? Another civilization. So, this dude talks a bit, yeah, skip it, and then, boom. So, we actually know 2 people now. Now, I really did mess up here, and I was accidentally rude to Brazil. Or the Brazilian Empire. I was rude to Pedro II. But I was nice to the Arabian Empire. You know? So, at least we got that. Now, I am not actually quite sure how we met... Oh, wait, no. The way that we met the Arabian Empire here is... We saw one of their scouts and like, hey, what's up, man? And that's how we met them. So, there's a lot of ways to meet civilizations. Finding their city, seeing one of their people. And right down here might actually be, might be Brazil or Arabia. So we're actually going to go look for that real quick here. Now, we have the settler. It's going to be pretty cool. So, what we can do now, we're going to get a trader here. We're going to take our guy here. And now, seem to have run into a problem here. My original plan was to build right there. Right? It felt like a good idea to me, you know? It was surrounded by really, really useful stuff. But I think the problem is it's on a hill. I don't think you can make cities on hills, sadly. So, what we are going to do is, in one turn here, writing is going to be finished. So, met another civilization here. We have met Greece, I think it is, or the Greek Empire. So we can skip that, and then boom. Met them. Same. Yep, Greece. So now, writing should be done in just a second here. They sent us a delegation, so it's just like quick little $25, you know. So we now have unlocked writing. Brilliant, beautiful. So we're just going to pretty much just, yes, this is the Brazilian people right here, or a Brazilian city. You can tell by the green and yellow colors, you know. So they send us a delegation. Now I'm gonna go send them a delegation once it's my turn. Should be just a second here. These people moved. Alright, it's our turn. So I'm going to send these people a delegation. These people a delegation. And these people a delegation. So now we're also going to target this scout here, because, you know, they're pretty weak and very defenseless. Now, we can look at our area around here real quick. We have a 3 here, a 2 here, a 2 here, a 1 here, a 1 here, and we have a 2 right here where we are. So, if we look at the total here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is honestly beautiful.